Good morning, good morning. I am about 45 seconds early so that I can be ready to rock and roll when it's exactly 10:30. So come on in. I hope you have your coffee, your morning snack, whatever you're going to eat or drink. So sit down, let's create for as long as we can. Y'all know I work really quickly, so on these marathons, I kind of like repeatedly have to tell myself to slow down. So if I get going too quickly, say, Michelle, slow it down. Slow it down, slow it down. Hello, hello. So I am Michelle from Monkeys Creations. Thank you, Crafted Creative Circle, for inviting me again to this amazing marathon. Patricia and Kelly are amazing. Kelly, I just want you to know that I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for y'all's family. And you do what you got to do, girlfriend. All right. We're all here for you. So, probably the number one question I get asked is, one of the ones, and I see it from beginners all the time. How do I start? I want something easy. I want to be able to get my feet wet. Or what's a project that I can have a class, teach somebody else how to do it that's never made a wreath, something simple. So I'm going to show you something really simple that anybody can do. That's not generally what I do on these marathons, but I was like, there's a lot of people out there that don't even know where to start, number one, or how to even use the Unique and the Creek boards, number two, what's a zip tie, all those basic, simple questions that, sometimes when I look back and think, gosh, why didn't I know that then? Something simple, something basic. Just jump in, be able to get your feet wet, but not too much into the expense of a wreath or time or something like that. So if anybody has a question as we go along here, that's something I can answer, I will definitely help y'all. If you put exclamation point, notify, NOTIFY, all together, then Facebook will notify you when I'm live. I go live fairly often, but never at the same time every day. It just really just depends on what I'm doing that day or when I can fit it in. So also going to do some giveaways because I dropped the ball with Patricia and Kelly and didn't give my giveaways in. So we're just going to do them. And I'm just going to do like simple questions. And the first one I see wins. It's just gonna be simple, y'all. It's the first one I see, not the first one you see. So the first one is, y'all saw it in the intro. What the heck am I making? I'm not even gonna tell you what I'm making. I'm gonna show you the supplies, and I'm just gonna see who guesses it first. Fair? And then they'll win the first prize. All right. So we are using bandanas. I've got the orange. I've got the green. Hello, hello. It has to be specific, Jen. It is a bandana, but what is it? I've got the pink. And I've got the yellow. Look how pretty those are. Not a watermelon, not a sunflower, not a pride. I'm going to have to really stay on top of these. Nope, not a pumpkin. Has to be specific, can't just be bandana wreath. Y'all are funny. I'm just gonna kind of keep my eye on there. So this is a small Unique in the Creek board. What I have done is I have loaded every set on row 2, every set on row 3, including the shared holes, not a popsicle. And then right now I have the regular sets right there in the middle. And then we're going to fill in those and have the shared in that one as well. Not a rainbow. I think I may have stumped y'all. And no, it's got nothing to do with dragons, y'all. Nothing. So let me bring you down so I can show you how simple this wreath is going to be. And sometimes simple is key, especially if you're just starting out. Not a pinwheel. So I have these bandanas. I got them on Amazon. So they come in, now I didn't get a full size, not a sunset, not a dream catcher. So they come like this, of course, all one color. And what I did was I just ironed them because these were really, really wrinkly. I ironed them and then I just cut them in half, y'all. So, oh, they're 22 by 22. That's what it is because I remember the number 11. So I cut them each at 11. Okay. So that was my first step. So this pack came with, once I got them, so you get 4 pieces out of one bandana. Okay. So I'm just going to take 2 of the yellow. Now I will, not fruit stripes, but that's a cool idea. Not fruit stripes. But so I'm going to make a few of these as we go throughout the live, just in case there's somebody who who's never seen anything like this before. And if I go too quickly, just tell me to slow down and do it again. Okay? So after I've cut it into the 4 pieces, I want this part showing. Okay, so see how I have that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it sideways. And I always make sure when I'm doing these wreaths that my serge edges are always on my left-hand side. Not Fiesta. Not the color wheel. And then I'm going to take this bottom corner generally to that corner. We're going to take the top and meet that one. Okay, so that's what we have so far. We're going to take top, bring it to the middle again. We're going to take the bottom, bring it to the middle. Now here's what I do is I am trying to line up these lines right here. That way when I go to put it on the wreath, my goal will be to have these lines lined up all the way around the wreath. Okay, not a flower clock. So I'm just adjusting this. Now when you adjust this, it's really not going to make any difference how the petal turns out. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide it down, and I'm going to, so I have it at the 20, I'm going to scrunch it right here at the 29. Just like that. Not an umbrella. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this piece up, put it to the back, and this will also help it stand up straight so it doesn't get floppy when you put it on the board, right? So I'm at my 20 again. I'm going to bring it down and I'm going to grab it at the 28. Just like this, not a turkey. And then we're just going to band it. And then kind of stretch it out. So when you put it on a wreath, it's not floppy. It stands straight up. Not Wheel of Fortune. Kathy Palicki. you win. Kathy, send me a message with your address. Kathy P. I hope I got that name right. If I said it wrong, I'm so sorry. Kathypol. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, what was her last name? Poliky. Look, I like to have fun, y'all. So we're having fun today. Where'd it go? Kathy. Oh no, where'd she go? Oh, there it is. Policky. Policky. You win a prize. I don't know what you win yet because I haven't figured it out, but you're going to get something. So send me your address and your email address, please. That way I can send you the shipping tracking information. Okay? So that's it. So it definitely does stand straight up. If you want to starch it, you most definitely can. Whatever you want to do. But this extra piece behind it will help it stand up even better. Okay? Well, my fan's going. I had a hot flash. So I'm going to show you that one more time. So we have a 22 by 22 bandana that I quartered. Okay, so we're going to put it diamond shape. We're going to bring the bottom to the middle, and I generally line it up with that tip. That's usually the middle. But y'all, these are bandanas, so they're kind of wonky. Just work with it. If it's close, it'll work. Okay, we're going to bring that top to the middle again. And then we're going to bring top to the middle again. And bottom to the middle. Okay, so see how my lines line up? If you don't know me, I'm way OCD. Okay, we're going to bring it to the 20. I'm going to scrunch it at the 29. Just like that. I'm going to bring it up. Bring it back to the 20. Scrunch at the 28. It was hard to find me. I was right here waiting for you, Teresa. And there you go. Fun, right? Okay. So, who's ever used a Unique in the Creek board? Anybody? They're fun. I'm going to show you. I should have saved a little bit of the board so I could show you how to load the zip ties. Okay, so you've got your Unique in the Creek board. This is the large flower board. This is the small one. We take our zip tie. The flat end of that zip tie always goes to the ceiling. Okay, on the board you have corresponding holes. So the holes that are next to each other are considered your sets of holes. So we go down one, the flat end of our zip tie is facing to the ceiling, and go up the other hole. And then depending on the petal you're doing, you can leave it open or you can close it. So you would just put this right in there until you hear it click. I'm not going to because I'm running low on zip ties, y'all. No, I didn't. I actually found another bag. It's like a hunt in my house trying to find zip ties. And then if you need to do the shared hole, like we did on row 3, then you'd go from here to here and do another set of zip ties. Okay? This is a Unique in the Creek board. So she has all different kinds of boards. They're 100% recyclable plastic. And the good thing about this is you can see on my board, I actually wrote exactly what I'm doing on my board. Okay, so I know these are going to be my rows that I'm going to follow the beach ball, right? So this row is going to be pink. We have pink, pink, yellow, yellow, green, green, orange, orange. So you can actually write on your board so that you know exactly where everything is going. Okay? let's get started. So I'm just going to pick a color. I've got the orange right here. I've got orange written on my board here. Then the frames, y'all, I love these boards. Now I still do my work forms as well, but probably 95% of the time, if not more, I use the Unique and the Creek boards. So they are amazing. And the good thing is if you mess up, you just undo the zip tie, clip it off, put another one, and go about your business, right? All right. So we're going to start with the orange. I've got my orange labeled right here on my board. So because I use the elastic bands to hold all of my petals, what I do is, let me zoom you in here real quick. To make a tulip bouquet? Absolutely. So I'm going to tighten my zip tie right over those elastic bands, because elastic bands can break, y'all. Okay? They just can. They get too hot, too cold. But if you zip tie right over that band, it can't go anywhere and cover your wreath. Okay? No, I still don't have my zip ties. I just happened to find another bag. So that's it. Okay, so we're going to go row 2. This is considered row 1. So if I was doing like a traditional sunflower or something like that, I would add my leaves to row 1. But I'm not, so I've started on row 2. Okay, so we've got a green next. Just sliding it right in. Now here is where I'm going to get OCD, y'all. So I want to pull these and see how those lines line up. That's what I want throughout this wreath. Okay. Okay, so you can see how my lines line up. Okay, we've got another green. So I'm doing 2 rows of each color. Now some of them are going to be a little bit off. It's all right. I'm going to save this one for my inside. I'm going to save that one too. You may have to redo them because, y'all, they're not totally square. I'm going to find one in a minute. There we go. And zip it in. OCD, right? Okay, we're going to go to the yellow. So how are y'all liking the marathon so far? What is one thing each of you have learned during the marathon? Nope, it didn't flop. Look, stand straight up. See? Straight up, at attention. Now, if you want to add starch or whatever you want to do, then you most definitely can. I'll show you the folds here in just a minute. I'm going to get my first row done. And then I will do 2 more petals. That you can use the mirror. Absolutely. I loved that mirror. Who saw the one I did last night with the lantern? Did you see it? Good morning. If y'all would float my boat, I would appreciate it. Okay, now we're going back to the orange. Now, if I cannot, because of the way that it hits, if I cannot get that zip tie right on top of that band, I will just cut it out, y'all. Thank you for floating my boat. I appreciate it. You didn't see the lantern? Oh, you have to go find it. It's on my YouTube channel. And it's, look. It's just amazing. I can't say anything else. These green ones are way off. Let me see. Oh, there we go. There's one. I need another question. Who has it been? Yeah, it's been 15 minutes. Who knows what JWPO stands for? Look, he just heard his... Who knows? What does it stand for? Spell it out for me. JWPO. You're going to be my next winner. I need it all spelled out. Okay, going to the pink. Thank you for the stars. I need the whole thing. JWPO. You'll be my next winner. Thank you, Catherine, for the stars. All right, going to our last orange. So now I got to line up both sides, y'all. What's the O? JWPO. Deanna, stop, girl. All right, I'm gonna watch. Gonna use my zip tie gun that tightens and cuts the zip ties all at once. JWPO. I figured somebody would know that one. Joint Waveform Program Office. What? Jackson, Wyoming Post Office? Nope. I was. All right, so there's row one. Okay? And they stand straight up. Do not flop. Even upside down. Spell it out, Pam. All right, so we're going to continue the same thing. So I'm going to show you the petal with the green. Monkey is my grandson. All right, so this is a bandana that I've quartered. It was 22 by 22. We're always going to keep the serged edges on my left-hand side. Just makes it easier. People are using Google. We're going to bring the bottom right here to this point. Oh, almost, Pam. Going to bring the top to that point as well. Please zoom in. Absolutely. And the exclamation notify, if you put that on any live, Facebook will then tell you the next time that person or that group or that page is live. Close, Cheryl. Going to bring the top back to the middle. Bring the bottom to the middle. And here's where we're going to line up those lines as best we can. Nope. Not Omar. Not Omen. We're going to line this tip up at the 20. I'm going to pinch right here at the 29 and just scrunch that together. I'm going to bring this piece up. So just fold it up. Nothing special there. Just fold it up. Line it back up. And we're going to scrunch at the 28. Just like that. Okay, we'll do it again. Not Oscar, not Otto, not Owen. Okay, so there's your petal. Jackson, William, Paul, Oliver, Cheryl Cleland. Oh, wait, yeah, Cheryl Cleland, you won. Let me write that down. Where'd my pencil go? Cheryl, oh Lord, I already forgot. Cheryl Leland. Where did it go? Oh, now I can't find it. Cheryl, message me with your, oh, there it is. Your address and your email address. Oh, just message me. Leland, I think. Message me your address and your email address so that I can send you tracking information. Okay, so these are about 11 by 11 once I cut them. Gonna fold it into a diamond shape. Oh, you're keeping a list for me. Awesome, thank you. Gonna bring the top to the middle and the bottom to the middle. Just kind of meet them. That is Monkey. JWPO is what I call him when I'm upset with them, because his nickname is Jackson William Paul Oliver. So I'll do an easier one, the next question. Okay, just lining those up. Bring it down at the 20. Oh, let me go over a little bit. We're going to scrunch at the 29. Okay, just like that. Hey, girlfriend. Line it back up. We're going to flip it. Just nothing special. Just flip it. Line it back up and scrunch at the 28. And band it or put it right in the zip tie. Just like that. Hey, hey. Okay. So there you go. Now I still have a few more to make, so we'll make them. So if you missed it, no worries. All right, so this next row is the regular sets of holes and the shared holes. All right, you can't think fast enough. It's okay, girl. So we're still following. It tells me I've written on my board, so I know a green's going there. Actually, I'm going to use one of these shorter ones so I can line it up, because these were all a little bit short. Okay, so green, green. Yellow, yellow. So does anybody have any newbie questions? Never made a wreath before? Have no idea where to start? I usually don't ask those questions here, but today is all about the newbies. We're doing an easy wreath that anybody can do, even the grandkids, and it's a beach ball. It's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, what's the song? Oh, now you're gonna have that song in my 8, 6. No, that's a different song. You've never watched anybody make a wreath with bandanas? Isn't it easy? I really wanted to show y'all to find an easy project, not be intimidated to make a wreath, and just have fun with it. If you're not having fun, why are you doing it? My bow method. First time here, Waterman, stop it. So my bow method is really easy, and I use it probably 99% of the time. It's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we have 6-inch, 5-inch, 4-inch loops, 3 loops, 2 loops, 1 loop. That is the method I use 99% of the time. So is it looking like a beach ball, y'all? Please tell me it is. Even if you have to lie to me, tell me it looks like a beach ball. Just lie to me. Short. There we go. Oh, you was already trying to answer. Yes, thank you, Carol. Did you lie to me? Going with the green. We're gonna still, if you can see, still trying to line up my lines. I'd like to see a turkey. I'm sure I come up with a new turkey. I know, right, Angie? I come up with a new turkey design every year. So if you go to my YouTube channel, I have turkeys from every year. And I only make one turkey once a year. That's it. So it's first come, first serve, but I do different turkey every year. So go check out my YouTube channel. Okay, and we've got yellow. Trying to think of the next. So y'all gonna get a chance to win every 15 minutes that I'm live. Okay? And that's stretching it because I do my lives quick, y'all. So I'm thinking of another question. Not as hard as the last one, because I guess you had to have watched me a while to know what JWPO meant. But I bet y'all remember it for the next live. What can I ask? Let's do a pink. Let's do the pinks. Hey, hey. Gosh, I'm thinking. Serged edge always to my left. Bring the bottom to the middle. Oh, I guess I could bring y'all back out. Bring the top to the middle. Okay. I know. Top to the middle again. Bottom to the middle. Line them up. Okay, doesn't matter what this end looks like. So you can see there's a big gap, doesn't matter. Line it up at the 20. Scrunch at the 29. Okay, just like that, and then flip it up. Line it back up at the 20 and scrunch at the 28. Hello, hello, y'all. Okay, that extra piece of fabric is holding that bandana at attention. Okay, if you want to add starch, you most definitely can. Okay, bottom to the middle, top to the middle, top to the middle, bottom to the middle. Line those up. Down at the 20, scrunch at the 29, grab it, flip it, line it, scrunch it at the 28. That needs to be a song. Oh, I need a question. I need another question. Oh, the turn me on flowers? All right, we're gonna go to, hold on. Okay, so we're only gonna need one. So I'm gonna put that one right there for our pink. Oh, we gotta cut those off, y'all. Let's cut these zip ties off. Here's your next question. Where am I gonna be next month? Oh, I forgot this whole row. Hold on. Who knows where I'm gonna be next month? And are you going? Not Wreath Makers Live. Pam. Pam is the winner. Pam. I will be in I'll be in St. Louis at Crafters Convention. So who's going? Who am I going to meet there? But I will say this, y'all. When y'all are watching us live, we only see little pictures. And most of the time it's not y'all. So if you see me at these conventions, come up and introduce yourself to me. I can be kind of awkward at first. But once I know your name, then we're golden. So come up to me. Introduce yourself. Because I may not know who you are. And don't take it the wrong way. Because I promise I want to meet you. Okay? You're moving there in a couple months? Yay, Anne. Yeah, it does remind you of a pinwheel as well, huh? Let's see. That one. Right there. Yes, Crafters Convention. All right, let's cut the rest of these off, and then we will figure out. Do y'all know what I'm using for a Senna yet? Because it's a beach ball, right? Bam! So we're using this part of a white as our center of the beach ball. Isn't that cute? Come on, everybody say it's cute. Yes, I will be designing at Crafters Convention. I will. All right, let's get our orange here. Now this one is the short one, so I'll be able to line it up. Okay, so we've got our orange. We need a green. Isn't it stinking adorable? So here's where it's going to be really important. So, you know, all these others, you're really not going to be able to see. But I want to make sure that my lines line up, because this is the row that could make or break it, y'all. You need Starburst candy now. All right, we got a yellow. Let me see if one of these others. Okay, there we go. We've got a pink. Oh, I already have the zip tie in there. Got a pink. I need one more question. Gosh, I can't think. Back to the orange. Have virtual tickets. Yes, they do, Michelle. If you go to Angie, do y'all have a link? Angie, are you still here? Do y'all have a link for the virtual? Angie Scott, one of y'all. I know, under pressure. I know, isn't this fun? Especially all these bright colors. I need a green. What is the date? Oh gosh, 13th, 14th, and 15th, I believe. I wouldn't swear to it though. I think it's the 13th, 14th, and 15th. What wreath was your first big seller? Ooh. What wreath was my first big seller? I don't know, because I don't do multiples, y'all. I do one-offs. So usually for me, it's a one and done. That's the way I like to do it. I don't do orders or anything like that because it's too much pressure, y'all. So I just do one and dones usually. So that one's really hard to answer. All right, back to the yellow. The ladybug. The ladybug is what got me on the map, y'all. So if you've been watching me, this is my 5th year doing wreaths. And when I started to, you know, I was trying to figure out if this is something I really wanted to do. So I did one kit, and then we're back to a pink. I did one kit, my first ever kit, and it was a ladybug. Who bought that ladybug kit? Give me a heart if you bought that ladybug kit. And y'all, I sold over 200 of those daggone kits. And at first, I was like painting all of the heads black. And then after my first 50 or so, I was like, I'm out. This is a DIY. I was talking to Lori. It's like, I can't finish painting all these. She's like, it's a DIY. They need to paint them themselves. I'm like, duh. So the ladybug was really what put me on the map, I think. And the dragon kits. I still have people wanting dragon kits, y'all. But I brought them out twice, and I don't know if I want to bring them out a third time. I mean, do y'all really want the dragon kit again? Okay, so we didn't need as many as I thought. So does it still look like a beach ball? If it doesn't, it's still pretty. It's still party. And then here is my Senna. Oh, thanks. How many handkerchiefs did it take? Let me give you a count. The easiest way, look, they still stand up at attention, y'all. Not flopping anywhere. Okay. Patricia, it is really not clean. It's just clean from here to here. So, now this comes in a pack of 4 colors. And I think there were 16 total handkerchiefs. But I'll put the link on after the live. So we need let me just start where I'm going to remember. So it should be 16, 16, and 8. So 16, 16, and 8. And remember, one handkerchief, you get 4 pieces out of it. So I've also done this style with the red, white, and blue and the silver rhinestone Senna. So you can check that out on my YouTube channel as well. But you'll only need 1 pack, and these all came in the same pack. Just pull up summer bandanas, I think is what I pulled up. So, and I still have, I guess, a half of each of the colors left. Okay. And then we're just going to take those pipe cleaners. Now I'm using an older board, so mine doesn't have this ton of holes. So I'm just going to take my pipe cleaners to the outside. And there's our beach ball Santa. Do you still see it? Regarding the VIP, go ahead and ask, Catherine. Okay. So I just twist that. Now normally I wouldn't cut it down until I was 100% sure that it was going to stay there. To buy individually at stores, you would need to buy 3 of each color, for sure. Says I'm subscribed, I don't know where to find it. Kathy, there should have been a link to our Facebook page. So you should have been able to click on that link and then go request to join our Facebook page. Now you have to answer all the questions. Now it looks like a beach ball. Yay! I get excited, y'all. Just fluffing it up. Maybe you could do a question and answer segment. I normally don't do that, only because I do save that for the VIP group. But like here today, the newbies could have asked me anything, and nobody asked me anything. Just clipping those off. So this wreath was really inspired for the newbies who have never made a wreath before, just wanted to try to get their hands wet. Because I know sometimes, you know, making wreaths can be overwhelming. You don't know where to start. You don't know what to do. You don't know what you need. So with, you know, this style, you just need some bandanas. You need a Santa, you need a board, and the zip ties. And that was it. This is the small board. Nice and summery. I'll let Patricia just pick a random winner since we are at the 45 to an hour. So there's my beach ball. Now see how my lines line up? I can see my pink there. My green is just a little off. Let's see if we can fix that. But that's what it fell out of my hand. Patricia, if you want to go ahead and pick a 4th winner, go ahead. You can randomly do it. But that's why I'm OCD, y'all. So I have that nice pattern right there in the middle of my beach ball. There you go. Yay! Ooh, I almost took an hour, y'all. Normally I'd have had that done in about 30 minutes. So I was really trying to slow down for y'all. Yes, I am super OCD for sure. All right. Well, next up, y'all have, let me look at it. So you have time to run to the restroom, get you some more water. Who's next? Who's next? I've got my schedule. Hold on. Saturday. Next up is Funky Town Crafts. If you don't know where to find her, go into Creative, Crafty Creative Circle, and they share all of the lives in there for y'all. And that's all I got for y'all. Oh, thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank ya. Love you too, friend. All right. Well, I hope to see y'all again. Y'all have fun the rest of the day. I'm going to be working on orders the rest of the day. And we are taking Monkey to see the new Superman movie. So I'm excited to get out of the house for a little bit anyway. So y'all have an amazing day. And I'll see you when I see ya. Bye, y'all.